Let's talk about Kenya's boldest gamble, Lamu Port. Imagine the tranquil Swahili coast where ancient dhows drift on turquoise waters. Now picture a massive, ultra-modern seaport rising from this sleepy paradise. Lamu Port isn't just another dock, it's Kenya's declaration that it's ready for the big leagues of global trade. Mombasa, the country's main port, is bursting at the seams. Kenya needed a new gateway, so it built a whole new palace, Lamu. Why here? Lamu's natural deep-water harbor means giant ships can dock without expensive dredging. Its location is perfect, a launchpad for trade, not just for Kenya, but for landlocked neighbors like Ethiopia and South Sudan. This is about more than ships and cargo. It's about jobs, new trade routes, and connecting millions to the global economy. But with big dreams come big risks. Lamu is a high-stakes bet with no guaranteed payoff. The project is ambitious, aiming to transform a quiet region into an economic titan. Lamu Port is the first act in a drama that could reshape East Africa's future. The world is watching to see if Kenya's gamble will pay off. Lamu Port is just the headline. The real story? LAPSSET, the Lamu Port South Sudan-Ethiopia transport corridor. Think of LAPSSET as a superhighway of roads, railways, and pipelines, connecting Kenya's coast deep into Africa's interior. It's the biggest infrastructure project in East Africa's history, aiming to unlock the region's vast resources and youthful population. For Ethiopia, it's a vital second route to the sea, breaking its dependence on Djibouti. For South Sudan, it's a new way to export oil without relying on Sudan. Kenya hopes to open up its neglected north, bringing jobs and investment to a region long left behind. LAPSSET isn't just about moving goods, it's about regional integration and shared prosperity. The plan includes new cities, airports, and even an oil refinery. If it works, LAPSSET could transform economies and lives across 3 nations. But it's a massive leap, and success depends on more than just pouring concrete. The dream is to turn East Africa's potential into real, lasting growth. The stakes couldn't be higher. Building Lamu Port took vision, engineering muscle, and a lot of concrete. The first phase delivered 3 huge berths, each ready for the world's largest container ships. Lamu's natural deep-water bay made construction faster and cheaper, no endless dredging required. The port boasts cutting-edge cranes and a vast container yard designed for speed and efficiency. The long-term plan? 32 berths, enough to dwarf even Mombasa. Lamu is growing in phases. Build a few berths, attract ships, then expand as demand rises. But a port is only as good as its connections. Roads, railways, and pipelines are still works in progress. The first ships have arrived, and cargo is moving, but the port's true potential depends on the rest of LAPSSET coming online. Lamu is awake, but it's still learning to run. The challenge now: turn a working port into a regional powerhouse. The race is on to build the links that will make Lamu matter. Lamu's promise faces tough obstacles. The biggest? Connectivity. Without finished roads and railways, the port is an island. Security is another headache. The region borders Somalia, and attacks by militants threaten workers and investors. Financing is a constant struggle. The project's price tag is huge, and private investors are wary until risks drop. Environmental concerns loom large. Lamu is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and locals fear for their livelihoods and fragile ecosystems. Displacement and land disputes have sparked protests and legal battles. Balancing economic ambition with environmental and social responsibility is a delicate act. Every delay or misstep risks turning Lamu into a cautionary tale. The dream is alive, but the path is full of pitfalls. Success will require relentless focus and compromise. Despite the hurdles, Lamu's logic is compelling. East Africa's economies are booming, but Mombasa can't handle the load alone. Lamu offers a vital second gateway, easing congestion and spreading opportunity to Kenya's neglected north. For Ethiopia, Lamu means independence from Djibouti's port monopoly, a strategic game-changer. For South Sudan, it's a lifeline, a new pipeline to the sea, bypassing old political tensions. LAPSSET isn't just about trade, it's about national unity, regional security, and economic resilience. The project aims to give millions a stake in growth, not just those along the old trade routes. The risks are real, but so are the rewards. Lamu is a solution to urgent problems holding the region back. The future of East Africa may depend on making this gamble work. Just as doubts mount, Lamu shows signs of life. The Lamu-Garsen road upgrade has finally connected the port to the rest of Kenya. The first 3 berths are operational, and commercial ships are calling regularly. Each container moved is proof the project can work. Ethiopia has doubled down, acquiring land for its own logistics hub at Lamu. Regional leaders are meeting, pushing to fast-track LAPSSET's next phases. Investors and shipping giants are starting to take notice. The conversation is shifting from "should we build" to "what's next?" The comeback is real, but the hardest work lies ahead. What's next for Lamu? 3 futures are possible. In the boom scenario, political will stays strong, security improves, and LAPSSET is built out. Lamu becomes a global trade hub, transforming the region. The mess scenario is more likely. Progress is slow, the port operates below capacity, and only some links are finished. Lamu helps, but doesn't revolutionize. The bust scenario is the nightmare. Security collapses, funding dries up, and the port becomes a white elephant. The outcome depends on politics, security, and relentless follow-through. Can Kenya, Ethiopia, and South Sudan keep working together? Can they convince the world to invest? The port is built, but its destiny is still unwritten. The next decade will decide if Lamu is a triumph, a missed opportunity, or a cautionary tale. The stakes are enormous, for Kenya, for East Africa, and for the continent's future. Lamu's story is still being written. The world is watching. Lamu Port is more than steel and concrete. It's a test of East Africa's ambition. If it succeeds, it will prove African nations can deliver on big dreams and inspire future megaprojects. But success depends on patient, unglamorous work, building roads, keeping the peace, and protecting the environment. Lamu is a test case for sustainable development. Can growth happen without sacrificing heritage and nature? The world is watching to see if this giant can walk without crushing what makes it special. As the sun sets over Lamu's cranes, the port stands as a symbol of hope and a bet on a brighter future. Whether this gamble pays off is still unknown, but one thing is clear: Lamu's story is the story of modern Africa, and its final chapter is yet to be written.